Hi everyone, I'm Holly and this is Bridal Hair on my wedding scrapbook. Today I'm going to show you how to get this gorgeous updo which is perfect for floral headpieces. So first of all, we're going to section our hair off into manageable pieces. Makes it look a whole lot easier. So we've started off with quite a deep side parting, which makes the swoop of the front sections a lot more dramatic. We're going to take about a 1.5 inch chunk from the front of the hair and we're going to pull this to one side. So this will be the final piece that we put into the look. So just roll that up. The next section we're going to pull off is for the French braid. So you're going to want to take just from the crown to where you've sectioned off your bangs and follow this line the whole way across the head. So you're going to pull this up and put it out of the way. I'm just going to put a little bit of texturizing dust in at the root, and as you see it just gives it a little bit of texture and it makes it so much easier to work with. So before we start plaiting, what I'm going to do is just back comb through the length of the hair very gently, just so we get a little bit more definition in the plait. So we just want to give the hair a bit more texture. Lovely. Now, ready to start plaiting. So taking a small section right up at the crown, near to where your split is, divide in 3, and we're just going to plait as normal, kind of like a loose French braid, working your way towards the back of the head. We're going to plait the whole way down the length of this hair, just in case. And when you're finished, secure in place with a bobby pin or a little elastic band. Okay. Once you finish your 2 plaits, we're going to start working on the back section of the hair. So again, section off into 2 pieces before you get started, just to make everything a bit more manageable. Popping the top section up, just to keep it out of the way. For the top section, we're going to work a lot of texture and lift into the hair. To do this, I'm just going to pop a little bit of texturizing dust in at the roots. This just gives it a bit of instant lift. And then we're going to back comb ever so slightly, just to give us a little bit of a bump. Once you're happy with the height that you have, pin the hair in place using bobby pins the same shade as your hair. Once you're happy with your style and it's nice and fixed in place, we're going to work on the remainder of the hair. What I'm going to do with this is pop a few curls in along the length of the hair, just to give it a bit of bounce and texture, and then pin them up towards our anchor points. Prepping this hair with a little bit of mousse will just give it a good bit of grip, and will make sure that the style and the curls stay in place all day. So we're going to curl the hair quite near the root, because we want to get a good bit of curl all the way from root to tip. Then just release the curl and allow it to cool. Keep doing this until you've used up all the hair left over. Once your curls have cooled, it's a good idea to pop your tiara or headpiece in so you can position it with the bump and with the rest of the hair. So the next step is we're going to start popping all this hair up to meet our anchor point. So to create a little bit of volume, I'm just going to back comb along the length of the hair just where it's not so curly. This will create a nice bit of volume, and it's great if you don't want to have to use extensions. Using curvy grips the same shade as your hair, roll the hair over on itself and pin up towards the anchor point. As this is quite a casual kind of boho look, you don't have to be too perfect with pinning the sections in place. So once you've pinned up the lower sections of hair and you have your curls, we're just going to take these down. There you go. And this is a nice time, if you have any hair jewellery that you want to pop in, you can place this in here. And what else we're going to do is we're going to take our plaits from earlier. So I'm just going to pin the hair in place using curvy grips the same shade as the hair, so you get a real seam-free finish. Once you've pinned your plaits in place and you're sure to cover any traces of your tiara headband, it's time to start loosely pinning up the longer lengths of hair and the ends of your plaits. So we're simply going to twirl these towards the head and add them to the rest of the style. Once you're happy with the back section of the hair, it's time to concentrate on the last bit here. And so once you've taken this down, just going to back comb the root ever so slightly, just so it sits up a little bit from the face. So we're just going to put a slight wave in the hair just to make it that little bit easier to incorporate into the style. Wrap the hair around your wand or GHD or whatever you're using, working away from the face, and just let it sit there for a couple of seconds just so you get quite a light wave in it. Pull the hair away from the face, making sure you leave it nice and soft on your forehead, and then just incorporate it back into the curls at the back. Once you're happy with the style you have, we're going to finish off the whole look with a good bit of hairspray. and make sure to smooth away any little flyaways you might have at the crown or on your face. So there you have it, gorgeous bridal hair, perfect for wearing with those floral headpieces. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And you can also catch more of my videos of Hair with Hollie over on Beauty Face. I'll be back next week showing you how to achieve beautiful bridal hair, perfect for wearing with veils. See you then, guys.